Hi guys, it's Dominique from SquadGoalsTV. Today I'm going to walk you guys through some common makeup mistakes that I know we all kind of do. I mean, I did them often enough until I figured out what was the right way to do my makeup. So I just wanted to share some of those mistakes with you guys. I'm hoping that, you guys may have the same mistakes and you can take it and use it if you'd like. So first, we're gonna start off. I actually do moisturize my face before I do put my makeup. And I just wanted to let you guys know that this side of my face I will be doing correctly, and this side will be the side that I will do common mistakes that I see other girls doing with their makeup. So to start off, I do moisturize my face, which I've already done, so I'm not actually gonna do that right now. But my second step is to put primer on. Now, I tried to use a primer that's tinted and kind of towards my skin complexion, just because I find that it helps and it's better. But I'm gonna actually put it all over my face because that's just what I would normally do. Okay, so I've applied my primer, so I'm going to actually apply now my foundation. So when I choose foundations, I try to find one that matches my skin complexion rather than my face, just because my skin's a bit darker than my face and I want it to all blend and look natural. So I try to get a foundation that will match my body instead. Also, I have an undertone of, I'd say, yellow or beige. So I also try to find foundations that kind of complement undertones of yellow or beige kind of complexions. So I'm gonna be using the Makeup Forever Ultra HD foundation, just because it's the one that I found that works really well for me. Now you wanna make sure that you are bringing it down on your neck, just because you want it to blend in with your neck. So once I'm done that, I take my beauty blender and I kind of dab around just to make sure that it is blended well. So there is my foundation. You see that it kind of goes into the same complexion as my neck and my skin tone. So on this side of my face, I'm gonna use another foundation. It's actually the MAC Studio Sculpt SPF 15 foundation. Now it's not mine, it's actually my sister's. She's a bit darker than me. So for the purpose of this video, I took her foundation to use, just to show you guys. So as you can see, this is much darker than me, even though when you look in at the bottle, it looks like it would kind of match my complexion. But when you put it on, as you can see, it's much darker. So there you go. I've finished applying the other foundation, and as you can see, it's a lot darker than my skin. I would say maybe in the summertime when I'm more tanned, I could probably get away with this a little bit more. But right now, I definitely can't. This one looks a lot more natural, whereas this one looks a lot more darker, which is not my complexion at all. So now I'm gonna move on to concealer. Now, it took me a while to find the best concealer for myself. I found that I was using concealers that were way too light for me. It just did not look natural, and I also didn't really know how to apply it properly. So I'm gonna show you guys how I apply my concealer and actually how I learned to pick my concealer. So I do have under eye circles and, well, dark circles. So I had to find something that kind of gave an orange undertone to it. So I'm actually using the Laura Mercier concealer. Now I like to blend this with my finger. And I don't use much. I just kind of use a little bit to go around my eyes, because I do use another concealer after just to brighten it up in this section. So now I'm gonna take my Maybelline under eye concealer, and I'm just gonna draw a big triangle under my eyes. I'm also gonna put it by my T-zone, and I'm just gonna put a little line down by my nose. Then I'm gonna take a stippling brush and I'm just gonna blend that out. Now you wanna make sure you're really blending this and actually putting it more than just under your eye. You wanna kind of blend it out into your foundation just to make it look a lot more natural. And always remember, less is more. You can always build on it. You don't wanna put too much and then have to try to keep blending and formulating it out of your face. So definitely remember, less is more. Now on this side, I'm gonna use this CoverGirl concealer that I have. This is actually what I used to use for my under eye dark circles. And I'm just gonna put a line under that area. And now to blend it out, I'm gonna take my beauty blender and just blend out this area. Now you'll notice that I've only put it under my eye, which you wanna kinda try to avoid, because if you can see, I think I'm actually drawing more attention into my dark circles than I am eliminating it. So you wanna make sure that what I've done here is kind of blended out so it looks more natural, whereas here I've just put it under my eye and you can kind of see it kind of gives you that harsh look. And it totally looks like my under eye is like black eye actually, because I guess the color is contrasting, so it's giving it more of a gray black kind of color under my eye. So next, I want to do eyebrows. Now, I know everybody does their eyebrows differently, so I'm not by any means saying that the way I'm doing it is the correct way, but I do have thick eyebrows naturally, so I don't tend to use a lot of cover in to put in my eyebrows just because I already have naturally thick eyebrows. So what I use is the BH Cosmetics Flawless Brow Trio, and I just use the medium shade in the corner here. So I'm gonna show you guys. So I do take it and I try to fill in the areas of my eyebrows that are kind of missing a bit of here and it's kind of thinner, just to kind of give it more definition and more of a look to it. As I said, I don't need to add a lot in just because my eyebrows are really thick. There we go. So that's all I actually do to my eyebrows, just to give it more of a natural, fuller look. So on the other side, I'm actually gonna take the darker shade and fill in my eyebrows. I'm also gonna overline it a bit so it looks a lot more thicker and darker than what I would normally have. So there we go. So as you can see on this side, I did a lot more definition. I made it a lot more thicker and a lot darker. This is not really how I tend to do my eyebrows, sorry. I more go on this side where it's kind of still looking natural. It's not as filled in as on the other side, just because I do have thick eyebrows. Okay, so next I wanna do a bit of contouring just to show you guys the way I contour and how much I use and what you shouldn't kind of try to avoid, what you should actually try to avoid when contouring your face. So again, I am using the Kat Von D Shade and Light contour kit. Now, I tend to use the middle shade just because that kind of fits my skin complexion a lot. So, and I like it. It does the work for me and it gives me a lot of coverage. Now, you don't really need a lot on your brush, and you wanna try to angle it off from the top of your ears. So I would say right here would be good for me. And then you wanna bring it down. Now I am using the brush that does come with the kit. If you don't have this brush, I find that angled brushes tend to work better as they give you the line that you're looking for. Now I also tend to take a bit of it and I put it up on my forehead, and there you go. So this is how I like to contour my face. As you can see, I don't really use a lot. It's just kind of to give it more of a definition for my cheekbones. Now on this side, I'm gonna actually take this darker shade here to contour my face. Yeah, you see it's just a bit too dark for me. It's very bold. It's not really natural looking, so I tend to stay away from the darker shades just because I find that it's just not natural looking. Whereas this, you can hardly tell, and it's really nice. Whereas this side, it's just, no. That's about all I can say is just no. Okay, so that's my little contouring. Now, in terms of blushes, for this side, this look, I'm just kind of gonna go with a nice like shimmery browns color just because I like to use the browns and the golds. I'm very natural when it comes to my makeup. I don't use that many and I'm not very dramatic. So I like to keep it natural looking, but looking nice as well. So this is what I'm gonna use. It's the NYX Beach Babe blush. Just gonna take a little bit. I'm just gonna dust it by my cheeks, kind of blend it where I started actually my contour. So then for this side, I'm going to take this MAC blush that I have in the shade Raisin. As you can see, it's a bit darker. And I'm just going to apply this on this side of my face. Okay, so next I'm going to do my eyes. So on this side, I'm going to do what I would normally do is I would just kind of put on mascara. I do also do a waterline just because I like to bring out my eyes a bit more in terms of when I'm doing my makeup. And now I'm gonna apply eyeliner. So when applying my eyeliner, I like to actually start in the middle of my eye and just bring it down. I find that that works best for me. I'm not gonna give myself a wing today because I don't really want a wing, and I don't really do wings often actually. When you see me and you see my makeup, I kind of just either have eyeliner on just on the lid. I may sometimes bring out the wing, but I don't generally do it all the time. I like to start in the middle and then work my way in, just so I don't close my eyes and make them look smaller. So that's technically the eye that I probably always do. Yeah, I just kind of keep it simple. I mean, I always have simple makeup. So on this eye, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna put on eyeliner as well. This time, I'm going to start in the inner corners of my eye. So there you go. Now my eyes are watering because I think I poked myself in the eye because I never do this. But yeah, so I've added dark eyeliner on this side of my face, under my eye, whereas here I kind of just highlighted my under waterline. So now onto my lips. So I know right now everybody's onto the whole overlining their lips. You know, it gives you better, well, let's be honest, it gives you the Kylie Jenner lips. But yeah, so everybody's doing it now, which I'm not gonna lie, I do as well. So I'm just going to do it on this side. For this side of my face, I'm actually gonna use Soar by MAC. It's one of my favorites, so I'm going to, and if you see what I'm doing here is, before the video, I actually did have on a lot of Vaseline on my lips. I like to keep my lips moisturized. So what I do is before I always put on my lip liner, I kind of just wipe off a little bit of that because I don't want it to not be able to rub on smoothly, just because I am gonna be overlining my lips. I like to start in the outer corners and work my way up. Okay, so now for this side, I'm actually gonna use my darker Cork MAC lip liner. Now I'm gonna overdraw this a bit more than I naturally would, just because that's a common mistake that I've noticed. And there you go. This is now my face. So on this side, as you can see, it's more of a natural look. It's more of what I do on my day-to-day makeup. And then on this side, you'll see common mistakes where, again, the foundation is not mine, the contour line is a bit too harsh, the blush is too much, and again, on the eyes, it's just a little bit more making my eyes look a lot smaller than it normally would. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. If you do like it, don't forget to give it a huge thumbs up. Comment down in the description box and let me know what you guys see as common mistakes that you see out there, as well as how if you can give somebody advice on how they can correct it. I would love to read it. If you're not already subscribed to Squad Goals TV, make sure to do that now. Bye. How do I look now?
Like you got beat up. And
my braces is imprinted in my lip.
from sleeping?
How'd you know?